Hi, Ray here. I'm glad you could join me for a look at the Hollyland Solidcom C1 full duplex wireless intercom headset system. That's a mouthful. And as it sounds, this is a personal two-way communication system, but a step up from the usual walkie-talkie type units we usually think of, which are often used in the film industry. It's true two-way. That's what's meant by full duplex. So you can converse as if you were on a phone or face-to-face. It's completely hands-free, wireless, and self-contained. So no wires, external batteries to deal with. So it really frees up a team, and it's adaptable to almost any size job. Each single-sided headset is designed around a dual antenna diversity scheme. So you can depend on interference-free communication even in busy environments and where users are widely separated. Full disclosure, Hollyland contacted me and sent this system to try out. I get to keep them, but that's the extent of the relationship. I'm under no other obligation, and as always, these are my honest impressions. It comes in this excellent carrying case, nice and sturdy. And here, when it comes to this option, 4 single-sided headsets. The first headset, which we'll pull out here, is the master headset, signified, a little cover here, signified by the red writing. And on the other side, labeled M for master, of course. We see on the next headset, that has blue text, as do all the other slave headsets. And slaves, in this case 1, 2, and 3, each headset weighs in at 168 grams or 6 ounces, and the headband is firm but easily adjustable. As for the rest of the supplied components, first we have batteries and charger. 8 batteries in all comes with this 4 headset system, and a charging station. The batteries take about 2.5 hours to charge. Each battery will get you around 5 hours working time for the master headset and 10 hours working time with any of the remote headsets. So again, 8 batteries are included here for 4 headsets. So should you need more runtime, you have a backup for each headset. We've got a user manual and also these stickers, and I'll go into those in a minute. We have a zippered accessory pouch, I guess you'd call it, in the lid here, containing the power brick for the battery charger, and we have some extra pads as the ones that are like the ones that are in situ, and then also in there looks like some wind socks, if you want to call them that, for the mic. And my preference, we also have these other ear pads, which should give you quite a bit more isolation, I would say, sound isolation. So those are good. What else have we got here? More of those pads, more choices there. Yeah, lots of those for, of course, all four of the, oh, and also there is the USB-C to USB-C. That's for the firmware updates. And we also have international plugs. I'll be using this one as I'm here in North America. Oh yeah, these extra stickers. So you can use 9 headsets with the optional base station, up to 6 including master without a base station. So we can add to this kit as needed and label them accordingly. It operates with a clear wideband with a frequency response from 150 Hz to 7 kHz and AEC, acoustic echo cancellation performance. Published operating range is up to 1,000 feet or 300 meters. Line of sight. This system features something called DECT 6.0, also known as Digital Enhanced Cordless Telecommunications. Basically, this means the Solidcom C1 can prevent other people outside the system from listening in on your conversation. And it provides stable transmission, preventing interference from other wireless devices, which is really what you want, whether you're using this on a film set or in public spaces. If you could just pan to my left, and I think we went too far there. Can you come back? And right about there, actually, no, pan back just a little bit to my left. Right there, right there. So let's take a closer look at the Solidcom C1. Here's the master headset, as we've already seen, and the mic module can be articulated to the left or the right, depending, I guess, on whether you're left or right-eared. And this boom mechanism also serves to mute or unmute the headset. By flipping the mic up to the vertical position, that basically switches off the headset. To resume speaking, you simply move the mic back into position. There's a green LED indicator light at the end of the mic module on the inside here that goes on when it's paired and active. Onboard buttons here turn the volume up and down, and the larger one here is plus and the smaller one is minus, so pretty easy to work with. This A button on this side is used to pair additional units. So if I were to decide to expand this 4-unit set with another 1 or 2 headsets, I'd link them by holding this button for about 5 seconds to add them into the system. Here, the B button pairs the units to a base station, which, as we've said, expands the system up to 9 headsets. Simple functionality. In fact, with the addition of a base station or base stations, the Hollyland Solidcom system opens up infinite possibilities, enough to connect the largest crew imaginable. But for the sake of this review, we'll stick with scenarios I might encounter on my productions. But it's nice to know it's easy to expand the system should Hollywood, as well as Hollyland, come calling. On the bottom of the earpiece, we have the power switch on and off. And on the other side, we have the USB-C input for firmware updates using the included cable that we saw earlier. Here is the battery compartment, and I have all the batteries charged now, and incidentally the battery charger indicated fully charged batteries with a green LED. So we can insert the battery, clip it in there, and you can see when I turn it on, turn the master on here, we get a green indicator light there, if you can see that, on the mic. And so now we can turn on a slave right here. We got a green indicator light and we got a helpful verbal confirmation that everything's communicating properly. And we're ready to roll. Welcome back. We're here today at this location to test the published range of the Solidcom C1, which, as we've said earlier, is 1,000 feet. And so today, for this test, Amanda's the master and I'm the slave. I'm definitely impressed so far with the sound from this system. It's really clear and unmuddied. And so it'll be interesting to see what it's like when we get further out. I'm definitely impressed with how convenient the system is so far. Up until now, I've relied on cell phones, which obviously have their limitations, particularly in a place like this, which has no cell coverage at all. We've already tested the system in an urban environment, and we did get some amount of drop-off when we got too many buildings in between the 2 headsets, so it should be interesting to see what it's like on this relatively straight trail behind me here, which we've already mapped out to 1,000 feet or 300 meters. Okay, we ready, Amanda?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, I'll head off up the trail.
Okay.
And just
see you later.
Yep, we'll see you in a bit. So just to let you know, I've got this headset wired with a wireless Go system, and I'm carrying with me the rest of the system because this is the Go system obviously has a way shorter range than the, purportedly, we'll see, range than the Solidcom system. How are we doing, Amanda?
We're fine. We're doing well.
Excellent. As I said, so far I'm very impressed with this whole system. And coming out into the light now. And I can also see it really being useful when, for instance,
That's great.
I'm in a car convoy.
Oh, I think that was good.
Do you want me to take a right here, or should we go straight still?
There's a pull-off up here. If you just pull off in the pull-off here, just where there's a development happening.
I can see that really coming in useful.
How are we doing, Amanda?
We're fine, we're doing well.
Good. How far am I now? Not very far, just a couple of 100 feet.
Yeah, I can see you.
You can see me?
Yeah.
And obviously you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sounds good. Sounding good here. Clear as a bell. So, what was I saying? Yeah, just communicating in various different situations, whether that's on set or on location, in cars. And it's a beautiful morning in the forest. Sun just starting to light up some trees up there. How are we doing, Amanda?
We're fine, it's lovely here.
Great. I can hear you very, very well.
Good.
And I think we're probably, there's a curve coming up. And that will probably be the test. Are we good? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yep. Just
Yep.
because you weren't speaking.
Oh, okay, no problem. I'm here.
Great. And you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can see you too.
You can still see me.
Yeah.
So we're still line of sight.
Yes, we are.
And I would say, because we've marked this out, that I'm coming up to probably about 600 feet. So you can still see me?
Yes, I can still see you.
And you're very clear. Just perfect.
Good.
And probably now we're coming up to another marker that I didn't put there, but it was left by a horse. Okay, Amanda?
Yes, I'm fine.
You're good. So this, I would say, is probably 750 feet even. Not too far to go, and we're good.
Yes, I can still see you.
And you can obviously hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you perfectly.
Good.
So we're coming pretty close up to 1,000 feet here. I think I just heard a car go by on your end.
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, starting to break up. We're at?
Yeah.
Um,
Looking at it now.
yeah, and I'm basically at 1,000 feet. Yeah, this is 1,000 feet here. So definitely, did I pass 1,000 feet? No, I didn't. We're not quite at. I can hear plenty of traffic. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you, but you're cutting out occasionally.
Right. So, actually, can you hear me now?
You're cutting out.
Yeah, we're starting to break up. So actually, we're now at 1,000 feet exactly.
I think this is a superb system. And did I mention cost? I think it's a reasonable price, under $1,000 US for this 4 headset system. The 2 headset system starts at $499 US, up to the 9 headset system with a base hub for $3,799 US. And if this looks like something you're interested in, I'll drop links below where you can choose between 2 to 9 headset options. And if you buy via the affiliate links, I'll receive a modest commission at no extra cost to you. But it'll help keep this channel afloat. The build quality is really impressive at this price point. The sound is great. It sounds to me like your average mobile phone. As far as mic isolation, the sound pattern could be a bit more directional, I think. It does pick up some extraneous sound if you're in a really noisy environment, say like a concert. In a strong wind, you'll hear some noise, but it seems to be controlled enough not to overwhelm voice communication. Like, you can still really hear the voice clearly. They really allow you to quietly communicate with your team in situations where you don't want to be shouting across the room or similar circumstances. It's one of those technological situations where you wonder, having adopted a new piece of gear, how did I get along without these? And having used them for the last month, I think they're definitely keepers. As I said, there's purchase links in the description, so I hope you found this video useful. Please give it the old thumbs up to remind the algorithm to recommend it to more people. And if this is your first time here, please subscribe to my channel. We'd like to see you again. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Until the next time, take care of yourself, cheers, and we'll see you later. So Amanda, what do you think of this Hollyland Solidcom C1 system? Is it a yes?
Yes, it's a yes and a big thumbs up.
Big thumbs up for the Solidcom C1. Awesome.